Hi, guys. Welcome back to the Aesthetics Coach podcast. All right, let me ask you something that probably no one else is asking. You've been open for 2 years, okay? You're booked, you've got loyal clients, maybe you're doing 20, 30K months, and yet you still feel stuck. Like the ceiling came crashing down, like you're spinning your wheels, you're doing more than ever, and you still can't seem to break through that next tax bracket. And the scariest part is that you don't know what else to do. You've tried the discounts, you've redone the price list, you've posted the reels, you've ran the promos, maybe you've even invested in a course or two, but you're still stuck in that same revenue range that you were like 8 months ago. Does it sound familiar? Because this is what I hear over and over again. So I want to help you. If you're nodding yes right now, then this episode is going to be for you, because what you're facing, this isn't actually a skill problem. And it's not an algorithm problem. It's a strategy problem. And strategy doesn't come just from trial and error. It's going to come from perspective, coaching, high-level guidance. So today, I'm going to tell you exactly why aesthetic clinics plateau after that year one, and why most honestly never break past that 30, 40K month range, and how hiring the right business coach can actually unlock that next level for you financially, operationally, and energetically. So let's break it down and talk about it. Let's start with the clinic that I'll call Clinic A. Okay. She's 2 years in, she's booked solid, working 6 days a week. She's doing K per month consistently, but expenses are rising and the profit is just flat. So she messaged me on Instagram saying, Kayla, I don't get it. I'm doing everything right. I've got great retention. My books are full. My clients love me, but I feel stuck and I'm working nonstop and I'm just still not taking home that money that I thought I would at this point. So I'm tired and I don't know what to change. Does this sound familiar? Because it's the same story over and over again. So here's what I saw in the first 10 minutes of analyzing this through her in an audit call. Her packages were underpriced. She had no back-end upsell. Her team wasn't leveraged. She was spending like $1,500 a month on ads with no clear funnel in place. And her content didn't reflect her brand positioning. She didn't need to work harder. What she needed was an outside perspective. She needed actual strategy in place. And she needed someone who could see her blind spots, because you can't see the label from the inside of the bottle. That makes sense. So within 60 days of us working together, we rebuilt her offer suite for scalability, super important, increased her average transaction value by 47%, and added a four-figure monthly membership, reworked her pricing to reflect profit, not fear, and trained her front desk on conversion scripting to boost those prepays. And she hit 39K the next month. Not with new clients, not with even new services, but by doing what she was already doing, but better with the right strategies in place, the right guidance. It's about having someone in your corner. All right. So, but let's get something straight here. You don't always just need more hustle. You need leverage. And most aesthetic clinic owners, what they do is they hit a wall, right? Not because they're unskilled, but because they never learned how to actually run a business. Hence why I created the Aesthetic MBA program, by the way, a 12-week comprehensive self-study program, because something that I've recognized in this business, you build this off a passion. And you go to laser tech school, they don't teach it there. You don't learn it. No one teaches you how to run a business. You don't even learn that just in school, because you have to actually, even if you went and got, an MBA, business MBA, or you did a business degree, it doesn't all fall into place unless you've actually put into action and done that and been there and built a successful business, right? So that's why I created that program. If you're looking for a self-study model, what they learned was, the basics of skin, how a laser works, or maybe nurses, how to inject, how to really take care of the skin, how to take care of clients in general. But what they didn't learn was how to build a scalable, proper business model, how to scale with systems in place for your team and for your clients, how to create team alignment, so important, and how to actually price things properly for profit, how to plan for cash flow, and how to turn insights into income. We need to analyze, refine, and readjust all the time. And you're not, to do it all alone, which is it's a huge problem I see over and over again. A business owner goes into this trying to handle and wear all the hats blindly, handling the marketing, the managing, the selling, and trying to be a mom and a partner and a human and have a freaking life, right? It's not sustainable and it's not smart business. But my heart goes out to you because I get it. Been there, done that, seen it over and over again. And this is my mission. I want to help as many entrepreneurs as possible. Scale, but scale with a fulfilling life. It's a big difference from just being rich and having a lot of money, but living a good life. Okay. Every 7-figure clinic owner that I've ever coached or consulted with, they didn't get there by being like some superhuman do-it-all. They got there by actually getting the help that they needed. They had mentors, they had structure, they had someone pulling them out of their day-to-day chaos, shaking them, waking up and saying, hey, here's the better way to do that, or let's look at this from a different angle. Because we can't see everything, especially when your capacity is so full. Your creative energy's gone. Your brain just doesn't work that way when you're overworked, okay? So let me tell you what happens when you don't hire a coach at the stage or some kind of mentor, or you get a strategic business partnership, something like that. You burn out from trying to be the marketing expert, the injector, the laser tech, the manager, the CEO. You'll plateau at that 20, 30K mark months, and let's assume that that's your cap. You'll watch newer clinics scale past you because they've invested in support sooner. And you're going to end up making emotional decisions that cost you thousands and thousands of dollars. You'll resent your business and the very, very thing you once prayed for. I've seen it over and over and over again. And the heartbreaking part is it's not because they didn't care. It's because no one ever showed them how to build beyond that laser tech chair. So that's what we're here to do. Let me tell you another story. So let me tell you about Clinic B. She joined my 6-month coaching container, okay? And after being stuck at around that 22K month for almost a year, in month 1, we did a full pricing audit, brand clarity rework, strategic bundling based on her client journey, as we have to explore that and identify that, a staff training for upselling and rebooking because it can't just be you that knows how to do it. It has to be in your entire team. And we implemented a waitlist-based launch for her new signature program. So by month 3, she hit 46K. All right. By month 6, she was at K. And with 3 days off a week and a team she actually trusted to support her. So that added unnecessary stress wasn't there. She cried during our final coaching call. Kayla, she said, I never felt this proud of myself and my business. And I finally feel like an actual CEO, not just someone who's surviving in her own business. Okay, so that's the power of what coaching can do. And I wanted to explain it here because coaching, it's not really in this industry, which is why I've brought it, because business coaching is so powerful in every industry, right? But I don't see it in aesthetics that much. So we need people in aesthetics who have been there, done that, who really understand this industry from different perspectives and viewpoints. When I say that, I've worked in a clinic as a clinic manager. I've worked for top skincare brands and device brands, and I've helped startups in this industry. So I've seen it from so many different angles. I've helped launch skincare lines here in Canada. I've seen it from different perspectives, and it's a different angle. So I can explain things and help you implement things from a different lens than someone who doesn't understand this industry. And this is why I want to do this, because it works and I want to help. My mission is to help you. And I just get so much joy out of that. All right. So let me break down exactly what we do inside this coaching program that I have. It's a 6-month private coaching container, and it used to be a year long, but I now am doing a 6-month container so that people can feel less committed, because I know it's a stretch for people. And we, of course, once you see the results, if I have space, we're totally able to extend that. But 6-month coaching container, this is not a place where it's fluff. It's not surface. We get right into it. I'm very big on real, authentic conversations, getting into the nitty gritty of not only business, but personal, because our businesses are personal and we can't really separate the two. They are intertwined. When you are at your best, your business is at your best. So we work on a bunch of different frameworks, from the self to the business, and we implement real strategies that I played with and implemented in different aspects of aesthetics. Now, what you get in this program is you're going to get bi-weekly 40-minute intensive calls. So that's where you and I work together. there's different stages to it. Again, I have my own framework for this, but we first identify the gaps in your business. We're going to do this. I'm going to ask you a lot of different questions. I want to get to know your business like it's my own, identify the gaps, and then we're going to implement the right things. The great thing here is that I worked with so many clinics and startups that I know what works and I know what doesn't work. And I understand that we need to try different things because different things work with different people. And I have the processes already in place for this. So we kind of skip all the years of testing and trying different things blindly. We're also going to personalize a strategy that's actually built around your unique business and your goals, because people have different goals, right? Not everyone wants the same model. We want to build this around what works for your life, where you want to head, and we'll build it the right way for scalability in that sense. I'm very big on support. I don't want to be there and then, for the call, and then you feel like I'm gone. I am in your business with you. We're partners, and I'm there for you. So I work very closely with my one-on-one coaching clients in a sense that we have a dedicated space. It's called Base Camp. So first of all, we have Base Camp, which is a private space where we can talk back and forth. We can email, file share, everything, so that I can help you with documents and really like implementing things into your business. So we have a private space for that. We also have a dedicated WhatsApp chat. So when you're in your clinic on a day-to-day and things pop up, because they will, because we're getting deep and we're going to be trying different things, and you're going to run into questions. So I'm there for you. You'll have Monday to Friday access to that. And you don't have to feel like you're doing this alone. You will also get access to my entire team. So I have a dedicated brand strategist. I have a marketing manager. I have my vice president who comes with very extensive industry experience working with one of the top plastic Canadian surgeons for like over 12 years. The team as a whole is such a value add because there's someone that specializes in everything. And, you're getting expertise, advice in any area, plus with the specialty of aesthetics in there. You also get, so like my coaching clients, I just want them to have access to everything that I've ever created. Let's rise together. And by doing that, I just want to offer it all. So I have a plethora of things that I've built over the last 6 years, courses, like from short 2-hour courses to long 12-week courses, even my signature aesthetic MBA program that I was talking about. I give you access to this. It's actually a prerequisite to working together, and it's the first stage because I know your time is valuable, and I want to make sure that we are going to make as much traction as possible from day one. So to do this, I want to make sure that you have the foundation in place first. So I have the Aesthetic MBA program, which is the business model of aesthetics. You do that. People typically complete that within 4 to 12 weeks. Once you're done that, you get certified. Then we start our coaching, 6-month coaching program together, and bi-weekly calls, and we're talking throughout the weeks. So yeah, this isn't me giving you generic advice. It's high level strategy that's going to be tailored to your clinic's unique stage, strengths, and goals. So if you've been stuck, if you're at your bottleneck, if you know that there's just more out there for you, but you can't seem to pull it out on your own or identify like what is happening here, like why am I not moving to that next stage, then this might be for you. So here's what I've learned after coaching so many clinics across North America is, one, success doesn't come from being, the best esthetician, the best injector. It comes from being the boldest leader in your space. Your next level isn't found in another, it's in learning how to think like a strategist, like understanding the strategy behind your brand. This is how you lead like a CEO, this is what you are. And you act like a real brand, and you operate like a visionary. And sometimes you do need someone outside of your business to remind you of that. I know I did. I've worked with so many different mentors and coaches, and I flew to go see the people I believe in, the people who are killing it. I flew to go see meet Alex and Leila Hermosi, Shoshana Raven. Like, these are 9-figure business owners. And I've learned so much for them. And that's why I believe in this so much. And that's why I want to now do this for people, so that they can see, like, you don't know what you don't know. And there's a whole other world out there. It's part of learning, it's part of life, it's education, it's personal development. And it's so fun to be able to do this as humans, right? So I want to leave you with this. If your clinic, if the revenue has plateaued and you find that you're working harder than ever without anything to actually show for it, what's going to change if nothing changes, right? Like just think about it. What's going to change here in your current situation unless you do something to make it change? Because clarity doesn't come from always just doing more, adding more. It comes from having someone look at your business, the model, and say, okay, here's exactly where the leak is. Let's patch it and let's grow. You don't need more of that background noise. It's not just keep trying something new blindly. You need direction. And that's what I do best. Okay. So if you're ready to stop guessing and you want to actually start scaling and you're ready to take this seriously, I'm not going to lie, it's going to take work. It's not easy. Okay. But it is doable 100%. If you're done with that do it yourself burnout and you're ready just for bold strategic support, then I welcome you to apply for my 6-month private coaching container. It does have a capacity. I'm only taking on a certain amount of people per month because I want this to be super high touch point, high level support. So there's limited spots. And this isn't for everyone. It's really for the entrepreneur who's ready to think bigger, to earn more, and finally build out that business that actually reflects your real potential. So if you're interested, we can start with my free booked out aesthetic accelerator audit call. So that's where you and I connect. We can meet and see how the fit is, but I'll ask you a series of questions so I can, within 10 minutes of asking you questions, I'm already going to be able to identify where certain gaps are in your business and what we can start to work on. And, it's going to be going through things like your pricing, your packaging, your positioning, profitability, and I'll show you exactly where you need to focus to start to unlock that next revenue bracket for yourself. So that being said, this was fun. Let's scale with strategy. Okay, let's build your legacy. I know you got this. Let's build our community. Let's do this together. And yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this. I wanted to just kind of break down actually what coaching even is because it's not that prevalent in aesthetics right now. So that's what it's about. If you have questions, always feel free to DM me on Instagram, either at allora.agency or the Go To Aesthetics Coach. And talk soon. Have a great week.